Okay, everybody, it looks like we were able to chase those tech mice out of the computer. Now, let's get back to Superliminal. Infobred, let's show them this wonderful run, and maybe we'll get to see those secret dogs.
Good morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Again, how are you all doing today? My name is Infobred, and welcome to Superliminal. I like that. This game can best be described as a perspective-based puzzle game. It's quite weirdly complicated to explain, so I'll just start. Level select, go to level 1, because if we select new game, there's a big long cutscene of about a minute. Time does not start during that. So level induction is also the introduction or basic tutorial of the mechanics. We have basic controls, turn around, there's a thing we need to read, but I'm just a little guy, so I don't know how to read. Turn around again, and there's a door. We have not even started the game yet, and we're ready to get that sort of stuff. Time starts when I cross that line on the floor, conveniently enough. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Introduction or tutorial section, surprisingly complicated. So here's the main mechanic. Pick up a thing, move it close to a wall, let go, and it's small. Repeat that for 26 minutes, really. Do that immediately again a second time to get a box to jump off to a second puzzle. Introduction, well, for a speedrun at least, if you're trying to go for a PB, this can be surprisingly difficult just because of how optimized the very first level of the game can be. There's a lot of stuff you're not going to see, but one thing I do want to quickly mention is the ledge grab there. If you just hold space, well, sort of near a ledge, you can climb up it. So a lot of the time I will just be holding space, just out of habit, just in case anything like that happens. Puzzles themselves, not really difficult, but doing them fast is, of course, the point. I got cheesed. Another thing is resizing objects to make them physically bigger, and I'm using the top of a door frame so that I can quickly double-click. I got cheesed again. If I can quickly double-click, I got cheesed again. 4th time's the charm. Make the cheese a little bit bigger. There we go.
This is not usually what speedrunners mean when they say cheese.
This is what I mean when I say cheese. Using the top of a door frame so that the object is physically closer to me and therefore I can scale it bigger quicker. You're going to see that quite a lot throughout the run. Another thing I want to mention is I can actually rotate objects when I'm holding them. I need to click my mouse and then move my mouse from side to side. So that means I cannot look around, but I can still use the keys to move around. It's surprisingly complicated, but you do get used to it fairly quickly. Near the end of induction, that second puzzle was surprisingly quick. This chamber we have literally nothing apart from this exit sign, which we can make really big, rotate and activate 2 buttons at the same time. To open 2 doors at the same time. Very last puzzle of the first level. This is a physics, I'm not going to say exploit, but this is just how the physics works in this game. You can jump on a button and push that wall to push it over. And I want to I do want to mention that while an object is moving, I can push it. But once an object has stopped moving, the physics is locked in place and I can no longer move it. So that's one level, is possibly the most reset heavy point of the first level. Just because if the wall falls too far, then it doesn't move. And you do need to use another cheese. Literally, in fact. Level number 2 is optical, yes. And this corridor you're going to see at the start of every single level. Get used to it quickly. Fire extinguisher, just ignore that. In terms of puzzles, this one is possibly the easiest in the game, because it's level 2. So this is actually another one with a resetting object. Grab a door to completely remove it off its hinges. Go through another door, except we can't. It's a perspective-based trick. That looks like a solid wall, but we can actually walk through there. It's a perspective-based trick. Yeah, I'm like 4 minutes into the run. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for a slightly quicker version of this exit sign. Rescale it properly, and I got it there, that's nice. There's another thing you can do if the exit sign falls to its side, then, well, obviously it's slower because it falls down. That one is not as easy as you just saw.
About being special.
Boom. There's another perspective thing we can do where there's big paint splotches on the wall and you stand on one specific spot to make this look into a big physical object. We're supposed to do that twice, but we can use a trick called box jump where we stand on a box and get to the ending like that. How did I get that first try? I'm impressed with myself. That's really the only difficult part, because you need that really is difficult, because you need to jump, click, move your mouse, click again, and land in that order 3 times without making a mistake. Not easy.
Hello.
We're going to do the perspective trick again twice in this level, once for another cube here, then once for a really big chess piece. Did that get it right? No, I didn't. I need to make this slightly bigger.
Keep moving forward, and hopefully
there's a chess piece. That's a theme throughout the entire game. And now we're going to hold W for about 20 seconds, so Ophelia, you can talk.
Well, that's perfect, because I just want to say, everybody, welcome in. You're watching Fastest First Fall Fest 2025 in support of Trans Lifeline. So thank you so much for joining us. I also have a $10 donation from Not Bread, and it says, me like dogs, me like video games, me want to see dogs in video games. Thank you so much for that, Not Bread, and that went towards our show secret dog ending, and we are slowly but steadily moving towards that dog ending. I'm super excited. We need more puppies in this chat.
Hello, my name.
Oh, how convenient that was read out during my run. Unexpected. Yes.
I was
level
wondering
3...
if that had something to do with you when that came in. I was like,
Level 3, I'm going to completely ignore that. Level 3, Cubism. For speedrun-wise, it's probably one of the simplest ones, because most of this level is just hold W. But there's one small thing you did not notice. There was an audio cue of the alarm clock ringing, and that is when I can hold backwards to walk out of the room literally 1 second quicker. I'm going to do that for every single level. Then I'm going to skip a puzzle. How did I get that first try? You're supposed to get a cube from a different room, but we can just not do that and do it quickly. That was actually half a cube. That's a bit of a flaw with a cube as well. Yeah, this game is very strange. So most of this level is just hold W. Yeah, actually the category for this game is glitchless. So, obviously, not using any glitches. So, for the most part, the speedrun strats are the intended solution to the puzzle, but done really quickly. And one thing I do want to say as well is I'm jumping up slopes. Sort of a common thing with first-person games in general. But walking up slopes, you're walking at a diagonal line, which is longer than a straight line, maths. So jumping is just quicker when going up or down slopes. I'll do that as much as possible. It's not something you're really going to notice as the viewer, but it's just habit for me in this case. That cube exploded. I'm not even going to talk about it. Now we're at the end of Cubism. No, seriously, it's really that quick. Ophelia, you can talk again.
Oh, I've always got words. We are less than $50 towards that secret dog ending. And once we get that met, we can actually open up more incentives for y'all. So the faster we get that, the faster that we can get even more hyped up for more marathon. So I would love to see some donations coming in. Maybe show me your dogs. Show dog chat. I would like to see dog.
Me would also like to see dog. Words, level number 3. This is called Blackout, and I will say now this is the first instance of flashing lights in the game. Actually, this bit right now. If you're sensing the flashing lights, look away. I'm literally walking in a straight line right now. You're not missing anything. It'll be in about maybe 10 or 20 seconds.
Why do I feel like everything is going wrong?
The concept of blackout is, as the name may suggest, the lights of the level have gone out, so it's complete black shadows. That is the end of the flashing lights now. You can look back. There are complete black shadows on normally completely shaded walls. So that is the puzzles as well. And also this is the level that has the secret dog ending. I'm just going to say that right now. So what I did there was look left into complete blackness, but there was a door there. Yeah, that's the whole point of this game. Next is a sort of a maze thing on the floor. What you're supposed to do is look down and walk across the maze, but you can do 2 jumps and just skip the entire thing. That second jump is a lot tighter than you may think. Now, really, it's mostly just hold
Is Dr.
W
Glenn
and do some
Peterson?
efficient
And I'd
movement.
like to talk more about the
And
feelings
sort of
of
until the end of the
worthlessness
level.
and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel
I
this
struggled
way
so
because you
much
want
with
the
that
kind of happy
maze.
life
I think there were certain points where I was ready to give up. Watching you do that in 2 jumps makes me whole.
all around you. Kind you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why we're
Oh,
here
here's
to
a
help.
fun trick I'm not going to do. The trick I'm not doing is called Blind Maze. Similar to the maze we just walked on, the intended solution is to get this light and then walk through a big storage room with a load of boxes. What you can do for the speedrun is memorize the layout of these boxes and do this entire thing blindfolded. But you only get one shot at this and you need to get it correct first try or else you reset the entire level and also the entire run. So Blind Maze, if you do it properly, saves I think about 10 seconds, which is genuinely quite a big time save in this game. End of Blackout. Now, this one, technically you're supposed to do the same puzzle to get another big light, but it's much easier. There's boxes on the side of a wall you can jump on. Ignore the red stuff on the floor, it's not important. This is the end of the level.
Did you know that unintentional multi-dream layering
Idea.
occurs in less than 1% of patients? This correlates strongly
Actually, I'm
with
walking
the
so fast you do
99%
not
of
see the
patients who are
twist
able to
in that
follow
level.
simple instructions from the standard
Perchance I may
orientation
show it off
protocol.
at some later point in the evening. I wonder.
Ooh.
I just want an excuse to use the word perchance.
Anytime you get the opportunity to use the word perchance, take it. It's such a good one.
Ah dear. Next level is Clone, and this one is possibly my favorite level in the entire game. Names of the levels are fairly obvious, but I do just want to show... I would like to show you the point of the level. First time we just grab a door. That's apparently normal for this game. Don't ask. Open a button, open another door. That's technically a speedrun strat. Because Clone, this level, instead of grabbing objects, we cloned them, like this door. Make a big staircase using doors. It's actually, genuinely, it's my favorite level in the game. Also, for the speedrun, it is sort of easy, except for one bit that's sort of near the end of this. Really loud, annoying alarm clock. We can again make a staircase with just 2 of them.
Attention. Dr. Pierce requires you
There
to
we go.
note the following risks of
Just
dream
ignore what's
overexposure.
happening in the exact middle of the screen
Significant
right
memory
now.
loss, both
Can I
quantitative and
keep
qualitative,
this? You can actually keep it.
hallucinations of dreaded or
Ah,
annoying
never mind.
objects, unrealistic beliefs about
Need to
the
get this
length of
apple
whole
off the
days,
button,
and
which
other
is
side
another
effects
instance
which have
of
not
the
yet been
moving
discovered or which
physics. So
cannot be understood.
only while that apple is still in midair can I actually move it. It's quite tight timing. And for the clones, what you did not see me do there is left-click clones an object, and right-click, in this case, sends all of the clones back to the original. So for that apple puzzle, I just did it, because occasionally the second small apple can land on the button as well. We're going to do this actually at the end of the level.
Dr. Pierce
I'm going to do this
systematically submitted
again to
numerous
make another
spelling and
really
grammar
big staircase
mistakes into
to get to
standard
the end
orientation protocol in a desperate
of
attempt
this.
to counsel you.
And as soon as I click on the sign, it instantly loses collision, which means I can just walk in a straight line.
Receive these messages. They would not make sense regardless.
This is the end of Clone. This game is really quick if you know what you're doing.
I was
not quick
going
if you
to
didn't.
say that, like, we are schmoving through this run. We are running out of time to see the puppy dog, everyone. We are $46 away from that incentive, and we really want to show dog. So please get those donations in to show dog.
Hello.
Ooh.
Name is
This next level is called Dollhouse, which, going from my favorite level in the game, which is Dollhouse, is pretty much the community's least favorite level in the game. The gimmick of this level, if my game will actually load properly, is instead of resizing objects in the world, we're actually going to resize the doors we're passing through, thereby resizing the player. That's annoying because if you are just a little guy, you walk slowly, and if you are physically bigger, you walk faster. if it's in like single percentage points, then you can lose like 1 or 2 seconds for basically no reason in this and the next level. That's why it's a little bit annoying to get consistently.
Please continue to do
This is the dollhouse made of cardboard, and now we can walk through it.
Prior to that.
Oh god, that's way too small. There we go. I could actually not make the first door too small because technically that one is slightly smaller for some reason. Now I'm going to attempt to... There we go. I'm going to attempt to do a small visual line up there to climb up this wall instead of having to go around those boxes. Let's go, I just saved 2 seconds. Actually, another thing you may have seen, if an object is too close to me, it goes slightly transparent. That's just the game. This is a failsafe mechanic in the game to stop you from clipping into objects, which in the glitched run you're going to use a lot, and is surprisingly easy to still mess up on. This is possibly my least favourite part of the speedrun. You need to take a really big fan and blow down a Jenga tower because of reasons.
Well, seeing as this is your least favorite time, can I give you some very, very good news?
Of course.
We have met Showing That Dog. I am very, very excited. We get to see that lovely Show the Secret Dog ending incentive, y'all. Thank you so much. And it was from donations like this $50 donation from Mackie that just says, Show Dog. Thank you so much for that, as well as $10 from Wolfadon with no comment. Again, thank you so much for that. We get to see some puppy dogs, all thanks to the wonderful work that y'all have done, chat. Thank you so much for what you're doing for the marathon and for Trans Lifeline.
And thank you for talking through that, because that bouncy castle is not easy. I'm just going to say it like that.
You are on the level where I decided I no longer wanted to finish this game, so...
Yeah, Dollhouse is not fun if you know what you're doing. Jeez. Oh, I'm very surprised I got that keyhole thing first try. The intended solution to that is to... There we go. The intended solution to that is to make the second door really, really teeny tiny and place it inside of the keyhole. But I can walk through the door while it's still falling. It's as complicated as you think it is. And I got a first try while talking. Hashtag epic gamer moment. This is Labyrinth, the second to last, technically, level in the game. And story-wise, the story that I've been completely ignoring, everything is going to heck, because we're going to a dream within a dream. Have I mentioned we're asleep now? Yeah, it get complicated. This story which I'm ignoring. This level is also quite annoying because there's 2 different dialogue skips I do. One of them I just did. I think I got it, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I got the first one. That one is significantly easier than the second.
Error analysis complete. You are
You need to jump over dialogue triggers to save time at some point. Second one, sort of similar, I need to jump over a trigger. And... come on. That may have gotten it, I don't know. For the second one, you do actually need to skip the dialogue before you initially activate it, so you're sort of on a time limit there.
Reformulating.
Okay, yes, I did get both of them. Nice. There's an audio cue, I can tell which dialogue is skipped. So that's the difficult part of Labyrinth, and for the next 3 minutes, I'm going to hold the W and win. So, Ophi, you can talk.
Well, that's perfect, because I get to announce a fantastic new incentive for y'all, because we just opened up the Play in Puppy Mode incentive for Comet Striker DX. So that is a $200 incentive, and I would love to see more puppies in this fantastic marathon. This is Fast as Furs. We need more dogs. Literally, I always need more dogs. More dogs for the price of just a $200 incentive.
That is a very reasonable price for dogs. And I'm going to walk through a painting, don't ask me why. This, as I said before, this is the point of the game where everything goes to heck and the simulation we're in starts to break down completely. Again, puzzle. This is mostly a story-based chapter, so puzzle-wise, they're surprisingly not that difficult.
Hello.
Except for
My name
this,
is Dr.
we're
Glenn
walking
Pierce.
forward,
Thank
and
you
now
for
we're
completing
falling
the
down.
Superliminal standard orientation protocol.
It's complicated. That is possibly one of the tamer things in this section of the game.
The finite and fragile nature of
Boom.
the dream state.
So for the most part, this is really just hold W and win. Largely. There's a few minor optimizations it can do. Actually, in the next one I want to say. There's actually a big thing on the wall where we can stand and oh no, we're falling through. Gosh heck, I missed that. This is a really fun, I say, part of the game. When I say fun, I mean not fun. Because this is sort of an escape sequence. There's really good music, which I'm ignoring. There's those exit signs at the top. And I need to look in the opposite direction of the arrow. And then I have successfully passed that test. I need to do 5 of them in a row. And those are random, by the way, so I need to actually pay attention to the video game that I'm playing, which I'm very not used to doing. Got a lot of them, by the way. It's mostly just story from now on. I'm going to do another small skip. There we go. I'm going to grab onto a wall while still holding a cube, because apparently I have 3 hands. And this section, going into the very last level, again, is mostly story-based.
Finally, while we respect the unique progress of every patient, you must understand that it is possible to completely exhaust your supply of dreams.
That section is quite annoying because it's based on player inputs. What you need to do is click on one of those cubes and then it actually activates. I need to think, which I don't like doing. Didn't get it. There is a specific sequence you need to walk through those lifts in order to get to the exit. 1, 2, 6, 7. Hey, here we go. Second try, not bad. You need to walk through those in a specific sequence, or else you get reset. And now we're in a car park. Yes, as I said, this game is very strange. This is the point of the game where you can get a gold split by 3 seconds, because the alarm clock to go to the next level is right in the center of this, and you can't snipe it from obscenely far away. So really just mash, click, and hope for the best. That sort of was average. You can hit that from far too long away. This is the last-ish level in the game, called White Space, and again I will say a flashing lights warning, but that's mostly towards the end of this level. If you are listening to the what's it called? If you're listening to the big voices, which I'm definitely not, then once again the simulation has gone to heck. And caused by me, in fact, because we've put a big door through a door to make it walk through itself. And now we're entering white space. Yeah, the loading screens in this game are quite nice. It's subtle. So that was really the gameplay part of this level. So for the next, I think about 4 minutes, I'm going to hold the W to win. Ophi, do your thing.
Oh, I have lots to talk about because, I mean, I've just been enjoying this run. This is an amazing run, but also I really want to thank everybody for getting that secret dog ending. We worked really, really hard for that. So thank you so much. And we get to see even more puppies, and we can get even more puppies if we get if we're able to meet the $200 incentive for play in puppy mode for the Comet Striker DX run. However, I do have a couple of donations I would love to read. I have a $25 donation from Anonymous, and that went to our show, The Secret Dog Ending. So thank you so much for helping us meet that. It has no comment, but again, thank you so much. And I also have a $5 donation from Anonymous that is going...
Sorry, quick. I need to quickly say, loud noise coming up. There's a big thunderclap in a couple of seconds.
Thank you for the warning. We appreciate it. Anonymous sent in a $5 donation for the upgrade to all level rush in neon white. So thank you again for all of your donations going towards Trans Lifeline. The work you're doing is absolutely fantastic and so, so important for the world we live in. Oh, that's just beautiful.
I've actually played Neon White quite a few times, and it's a really good game. I would absolutely recommend watching the run. I actually did a speed strat, technically speaking, while he was still talking. When I did the door in a door thing to enter white space, my character scale was set to 98%. And then resetting from the main menu sets me back to 100%. So now I walk 2% faster, and over the course of the rest of this level, that saves 2 seconds.
Lifetime of life itself behind
Gaming.
And all of the weight that it carried.
Yeah, I'm now going back to holding W and thinking about cheese.
Wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
Chat, donate your favorite type of cheese. Now I'm thinking about cheese.
That's good.
What is your favorite type of cheese?
Oh, gosh darn. I'm just... Ooh. Good question. I'm going to say Cathedral City Extra Mature, only because I'm British, and that is the correct answer.
That is a good cheese. Ooh. Any extra old cheese gets my vote.
But we hope that you won't get discouraged.
Now again, I'm jumping on the floor because this is not an even surface, so jumping saves about 1 second. Now we have actual gameplay. Where I could genuinely lose time. What we're supposed to do is get 2 chess pieces. Now what you're supposed to do is, yeah. Oh god, that's fantastic. When you put a chess piece on the chessboard, that one piece actually enables collision. So you're supposed to use 2, sort of go back and forth between the 2. Oops. You're supposed to get 2 and go back and forth, and damn, I failed the box jump. There's another big series of box jumps I can do. And actually resetting puts me back on this floor? No! If I reset from checkpoint, that puts me back on the floor, so I need to do all of this technically in one go. Oh man, this is the actual last point of gameplay? No. This is not going well. Gosh darn. Box jumps are difficult, and I need to do like 20 of them.
Yeah, this looks absolutely incredible to do.
It is.
I'm just amazed at watching this. This is
there
fantastic.
We go.
Beautiful.
That took far too long. That took far too long, and this is the second instance of flashing lights. Again, much like earlier in the game, I'm basically just walking the corridor in a straight line, so you're not really missing much until I stop talking. Yeah, also known as the bitrate killer, because, obviously, I'm just walking in a straight line. We are very nearly at the end of the game, and that's flashing lights over. Very nearly at the end of the game, we have 1 more level to go, and this level you can beat in under 2 seconds. I'm not making that up. For some reason, this is sort of the ending credits, and again, very heavily story-based. So once I click the alarm clock in the next level, that will be time. Once this finishes, it's always a lot longer than I keep thinking, especially if I'm on PB pace. Can I click the clock? Oh. Loading. Loading. Please. Time.
GG's.
It's not a bad time, actually. Actually, I'm paused now because this is also sort of a big cutscene. Again, story-based. You're not really missing anything. Actually, I would recommend playing this game because it's quite good, and also the dialogue generally is really funny. Now for dogs, I assume.
Oh, I would love to see that dog. Chat is demanding dog.
Level select back into blackout for the dogs. And actually, I need to play Blackout again exactly the same as normal, so for about 3 minutes, you can talk.
Oh, I can always talk for about 3 minutes. I have a donation from Sunset. It is a $10 donation, and it goes towards our Play in Puppy Mode, which is our current incentive open for Comet Striker DX. And it says, this was going to Show Dog, but I was too slow. No, so now it's for Show Dog 2, Electric Puppy Mode, which is now exactly what I am going to be calling the Play in Puppy Mode incentive. Show Dog 2, Electric Puppy Mode is now our new dog incentive.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much for that, Sunset. That is absolutely fantastic, getting us started on Play in Puppy Mode, but we actually do not have a lot of time to meet that incentive because we just moved through Superliminal so quickly. We're going to see some dogs, and then we only have one run before that Comet Striker DX run. So everyone, please get those donations in. We need more puppy. We need Show Dog 2 Electric Puppy Mode.
Hello.
I actually did the bridge jump twice, first trying two times in a row. No big deal.
The feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you. The kind you know.
Ignore the red stuff on the floor. It's not important.
That's exactly why we're here to help.
I'm trying to not make a color theory joke this entire time.
That's far too clever for my mind.
It's a bad reference. Bad old internet meme reference.
Oh, now I have to hear it.
It's something about like red is a powerful color, and if you see it, it's gonna only mean power and that. But you know, if it's a streak of red on the ground, no. But it's color theory. That's exactly what it means.
Speaking of red, that lamp. Speaking of segues, this game. I didn't have anything. Nearly at the end, but how did I fail that? Just ignore the fact that I couldn't jump in a straight line. And now look back to your screens. Where am I going? There we go. Nearly at the end, and we're very close to dogs, I will say. Annoyingly enough, we have to hit the electric generator, turn on all the lights, then go backwards. And then dogs.
Did you know that unintentional
And then dogs?
layering occurs in less than 1% of patients?
Actually, I do need to
This correlates
activate the level
strongly with
trigger.
99% of
Need to go through this door to
follow simple
because of
instructions
reasons.
from the standard
Click,
orientation
click,
protocol.
go back, and holy cow, it was paint all along. Nothing to be worried about. Yeah, there was a chess piece there. You can ignore that, please. It's paint. Nothing to worry about. Everything is awesome. And I need to walk through this level backwards. Which is about as fun as you think. Actually, I was talking about blind maze in the actual run. This is generally the only real way to practice it. Because now you can see all the boxes.
Oh, okay.
I've tried it a few times, but it's... Well, obviously now you can see all the boxes, so you know what to do. I've tried it a few times, and it is really difficult. Oops, that way. I don't know how directions work.
Is there a chess piece just popping up randomly?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No? Okay.
So this is the section where, in the normal game, there was the big bridge. But now there isn't a bridge. Ooh, spooky. Look at that. There's still a bridge there. I'm stupid. Whoa! It's a really, really long corridor. That's not a corridor. Long pit. I can read. You can just ignore that for now. You just ignore that. Nothing important's going on there. So this is the hallway. Actually, no, I do need to go backwards. Downwards corridor. I know how words work. Ooh, we're now into the same corridor. Actually, do we need to go backwards for this? I don't actually remember. I think this is it. Or maybe it isn't. There we go. I need to click on a thing. Now this is the dog ending.
Dog?
Well, that was not the dog ending. Here we go. This is the credits. And this is the developer pets. The credits are going to roll by. I'm going to keep talking for some reason. There's dogs on screen.
Yay,
Hooray.
dogs! I also love the Silent Hill 2 reference. That made me very happy.
We have dogs. I suppose that's it from me. Genuinely, I'm absolutely amazed we managed to get this thing shown on stream. And I forgot how to activate it, but whatever. Good boys and girls, definitely.
Best boys and
This
girls,
just the
all of
credit.
the best puppies. Infrared, where could people find you if they wanted to watch more of your awesome runs or just see more of your awesome self?
Conveniently enough, you can look in the Twitch channel at infra_bread, because the regular one was already taken for some reason. I do want to say I don't really stream all that much, so you can possibly find me on YouTube and Blue Sky, again with the same name. That's it, really. I post occasionally. I post a lot about birds. Of dogs. Anyway. And Rubik's Cubes. Don't ask me why. That's me. Also, I do specifically want to give a shout out to the player Cyrex. He was supposed to be on commentary, but because of reasons, could not make it. Actually, his PB in Glitchless is better than mine. I think by about 20 seconds or so. So that's me.
But even then, that was an amazing run, and we were able to raise $200 just to be able to see these fantastic puppers at the end of this run. Thank you so much for that, Infrared. I greatly appreciate it, and I know that everybody involved here at Fastest Furs is so happy to have your run here, and I'm just staring at all these puppers.